Alrighty, attention in the pits. All racers, report to the staging lanes. The show is about to start.
I never heard of that.
Good evening.
What, you're telling me we're live?
Yeah.
Talk to Higgy.
Good
We're going through Jason's
birthday present.
Yeah, Jason's birthday present from
Apple,
Phil.
there you go.
So I finally remembered to bring it, Phil.
Yes, so thank you, Phil. We'll have to try it out this
Yes.
holiday. There's some.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of holidays, so since we're just getting started here, what are we going to do for next week? Because that's Christmas Eve.
We already discussed this.
We did?
Nothing.
Oh. Well, I didn't remember discussing it. When did we discuss it?
Last week.
Okay. If you say so.
I even said, Mom's not going to allow us to do anything because it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I think it
I
was
remember you
like
saying
at the-
that, but I didn't know if we had actually said we're not going to do it. So anyway,
So maybe we can do a little bit longer tonight, like we have been, and then it makes up. And,
make
you know.
up. Yeah,
You felt the thirst, so you're drinking Jameson, Don.
yeah, I was. He took it off the table tonight. I don't even have it.
Behind you.
Oh, good. Whew. Thought it was gone.
Nope.
Because I'm out of beer. I'm gonna have to make a beer run next week. This is my only beer in the fridge.
Oh,
Wow.
I know.
I was going to say, there's a Guinness in there, I think.
Well, there is Guinness, but that's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can have one.
Oh,
I kind of quit drinking.
well, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
But that's no better.
What is it?
Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Or the energy drinks aren't any better
I don't do
either.
the energy drinks.
Yeah, those will kill you, literally.
Yeah, Coke is actually better than an energy drink.
Yep, way better. All right, guys. Well, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to discuss line-to-line coatings. Some of you guys are familiar with that, some of you aren't. But anyways, the reason that I want to discuss it is because I have an engine on the run stand right now, and this engine has the coating on the pistons, it has it on the bearings, and it has on the in the oil pump. And I love what I'm seeing for oil pressure. And even when the engine's, we've been warming it up to about 210, 220 degrees to get the piston to fit the bore better. And I'll go through that here in a minute. But anyways, even with the engine temperature clear up around 220 degrees, idle oil pressure is still around 30 PSI, which is really, really good for a Pontiac engine. Especially with aluminum block, because the aluminum block expands and the bearing clearance on the mains gets even bigger. And we start out at about 3.5 on the mains on these things. So whenever you get a little heat in the engine, some of you guys might remember the video I did, I don't know, I think it was this past summer, where we took the engine block and we put the main bearings in it and we measured them in the shop, which typically is in the high 60s, low 70s. In the summertime, and then we put it out in the heat. And we didn't heat the block, we just set it out in the heat for the sun to bake on it, and bearing clearance opened up like from 3.5 to, I don't know, it was, I want to say it was almost 5,000. So just putting it out in the sun, it opened up the bearing clearance almost 1,500. It might not have been that way until we heated the block, because we did heat it too with the propane torch, just to see if we can see what it would do. It might have opened up to like 4 though, with just sitting in the sun. I don't remember. But anyway, so my buddy Woody, I don't know if he's watching the show or not, but he is friends with those guys at Line to Line Coating, and he's been after me for a few years now to try that product. And I hadn't really had a customer that needed it or I could use it for, because most of our stuff is just street engine. You know, I consider it normal, but a lot of people consider it high end because the cars run 11s. But you know, I like building 11-second pump gas street stuff that is durable and will last a few years, and you don't have to tear it apart or break, you know, it won't break down on you. So anyways, that being said, that's 90% of our engine, probably 95% of what we build. But we do have, like right now, I got an engine we're doing for Steve Lemieux, and it's a drag and drive deal. And it's about 800 horsepower, maybe 850 horsepower engine. And it runs on pump gas, 93 octane. It runs my Tiger heads on it. It's 535 cubic inches. And so because he's doing the drag and drive, that is just total abuse on an engine. It's not like driving your car, you know, every day and it's only seeing 3,500 RPM max most days, and then taking it to the racetrack, you know, once or twice a summer and running 11s with it. He drives this thing, I think they have to, what, 12 to 1,500 miles? They drive to like 5 different tracks.
Yeah. Yep.
And they have to drive in between tracks. They can't trailer their cars. And, and then they have competition, different classes. And his class, he's in the 10-second streetcar class. And last year, I think, well, it wasn't last year, year before last, he came in, he placed really good. I don't remember now, like 13th out of 50 cars. Because he ran 10, I think he's running 1020s that year. And the engine performed flawlessly. But then we went to the Pontiac Nationals, and he had a vacuum pump on it. And the vacuum pumps are great. They add horsepower. They'll add about 20 horsepower, 20 to 22 horsepower. But the problem with a vacuum pump is if you get any kind of leak in a gasket for a valve cover or oil pan or breather or whatever, if you don't have it baffled properly, or even if you have it baffled properly, what it'll do is it'll literally suck the engine oil right out of the engine. And then, of course, when that happens, you don't have any engine oil for the bearing, and the bearing spins. And that's what we think happened with his car at the Pontiac Nationals. The end of, he wasn't with it. Was it last year or year before? I don't know. Time flies for me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so damn busy trying to keep up with everything I got going on. It's hard for me to remember dates. But at any rate, doesn't matter. The bottom line is he had a rod bearing failure, and it was because of starvation of oil, which we believe was because it sucked the oil out of the pan from the vacuum pump. So now we're refreshing the engine. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the line-to-line coating on the bearings. We're putting it on the oil pump gears and housing, and we're putting it on the pistons. And the reason I'm doing the pistons is because, you know, we've refreshed this engine a few times now. And every time you refresh it, you got to run the hone through the cylinders. And the cylinder's getting a little bit bigger every time. And it's not a lot. It's only a couple thousandths. But you do that 2 or 3 times, it adds up to 4 or 5 thousandths over, you know, a couple of rebuilds. And so we're getting a little bit too much piston and wall that, you know, that I feel comfortable with. So we use that line-to-line coating on the piston skirts. And what that's designed to do, it's an abrasive type product that whenever the engine runs, you're supposed to set it up really tight. And when I say really tight, normally we run like 6 to 8 thousandths piston to wall clearance with aluminum forged piston. When you set it up with this coating, you set it up with 1 to 1.5 thousandths clearance, which is way, way tight. And so, because I'm not familiar with these coatings, you know, I wasn't aware of what will happen when you start the engine for the first couple of times. Now, what happened was we fired the engine, and the engine wouldn't run at first. We couldn't get it to run. It was just like the carburetor. We thought the carburetor idle circuits were messed up, but it wasn't, or it had a vacuum leak. But if you didn't keep it running, it wouldn't run. It wouldn't idle. And so I started and ran it first time, and the engine temp got pretty hot pretty fast. It went from, you know, ice cold to about 200 degrees in like, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And for an all aluminum engine, and our engines, the way we do the cylinder wall finish, that's really getting hot fast. And so I didn't know what to think. We shut it off. I let it sit that night, and we came in the next. Oh, and the other thing is too, we shut it off, and we went to restart it, and it wouldn't turn over. The engine just went, and I'm thinking, oh man, we spun a bearing. So I pull the valve covers off. We look inside the valve covers. You can see if they got a bearing material inside the heads where the oil lays in the head. Looks beautiful. It's brand new oil. Nothing in there. No, not even a speck of nothing. I mean, it's beautiful inside there. So I said, okay, screw it. We're going to go home tonight, guys. We'll cut the filter apart tomorrow and take a look at it and see if there's any bearing material in it. Cut the bearing up, or the filter apart. It looks brand new too. Nothing in it. I mean, not usually we get a little bit of debris from rings and stuff. Nothing. I ain't got nothing in it. And I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on here. But the engine's free now. And another thing that I do to see if we have a main bearing problem, because if a main bearing seizes or starts to spin, it'll do that. It'll make the engine quit running. It'll labor and it won't run. Well, I grabbed a hold of the crankshaft, and you got about 6 to 8 thousandths end play on the crank, and you can move the crankshaft back and forth in the block. And if you grab a hold of the flywheel, you should be able to move it back. I mean, really easy. I mean, it shouldn't be. It should be like boom, boom. You should be able to move it, and it did. So I thought, okay, we don't have a main bearing problem, and there's nothing in the oil filter. So put a new filter on it, filled the oil up in it, and I fired it again, and it was a little better. Wasn't great, but it was a little better. Now it's starting to where we don't have to keep revving the throttle to keep the engine running. We just have to hold it at about 1,500 RPM, and it'll run. And so we ran it again, got it up to about 180 degrees, and we shut it off and let it cool back down again. We did our checks. We retorqued the heads. We readjusted the valves, checked pull the valve covers off, check the valve lash, look at all the oil on both heads, make sure we don't have any bearing material in there. Everything looks good. So later that day, we fired up again, and we ran it, and now it's starting to idle on its own. It would actually start to, it wants to idle right around 1,200 RPM. It's got a pretty big cam in it. And so now it's running about 1,200 RPM, but every once in a while it wants to stall, so I got to catch it and keep it going. And so what's happening is the engine's starting to loosen up because those pistons were so tight in the bore that the abrasion factor of rubbing against the cylinder wall is making the pistons fit each individual bore perfectly, and which is really good because it keeps the piston stable, which means you're going to get better ring seal and you're going to make more horsepower. And I can tell you right now, I can tell a big difference in ring seal already. And I know the rings aren't totally seated yet because we've only ran this engine maybe, I don't know, 7, 8 times. And every time it's getting better. Now the engine it'll idle on its own. When we turn shut the engine down, we crank it with the starter. It turns over the starter now, and everything's starting to come around finally. But we're still not done with that break-in period. So my buddy Woody, I contacted him because he's had more experience with this stuff than I do, and so he told me, he said that material on the pistons, you got to think about what's going on. The piston wants to grow. 6, 7 thousandths, and you only got 1.5 thousandths clearance. So because of that material on there. So he said, think what's going on. That thing's grabbing the cylinder wall, and it don't want to let it turn. It wants to shut it down. And I said, okay, makes sense, and that's what I'm seeing. And so he told me that, do not jazz the throttle. Normally, like when we're breaking them in on the engine stand and, we know everything's good, we like to show off and blip the throttle. He said, don't do that. He said, you got to get it in the car now, and you have to put it under a load, and you have to run it for like 15 minutes at a time under a constant load. So he said, try to find a long hill or somewhere where you're putting the engine under load all the time, so that you can get those pistons to wear into the cylinder walls. So that's going to be the customer's thing to do. He's going to have to do that once he gets it in the car. But what happened, because I'd never experienced this product before, it freaked me out. I thought we did something wrong, and we didn't do anything wrong. It just it's part of the abrasion process of fitting the self-fitting of the piston to the bores, and it's getting better and better. Now it starts and runs. We don't have to. Before, we couldn't get it to even crank when it was hot. It would not even turn over. It just. Now, whenever we shut it off, it'll It still cranks a little hard, but it doesn't crank like it did. It does, and now is what it does. Where most of my engines, you hit the key and boom, they're running. But because the piston's still tight, we still can't get it to do that. But it is getting better. So I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight because I don't know if any of you are thinking about using that line-to-line coating. It's supposed to be kick-ass stuff. It's supposed to help build horsepower. The reason that I did it, like I said, was because the cylinder wall clearance is getting a little too big for me. I don't like to see it much over 8,000s, and we were getting around 9 or 10. So this is a good way for me to go ahead and resize the piston to the bores and not have to, board the block again.
I think that answered RA's question. He said he had a question about heavy coated used pistons, build up the diameter, and then to fix the damage of the cylinder walls, which.
Yep, and that's what we did on this. We didn't have any damage, but we did, we had a little bit more cylinder wall clearance than what I wanted to have. And so it fixed that. And now our pistons are snug. I'd love to pull the heads back off of this thing and just see how tight the piston wall clearance is, but I can't. I got too much going on. I'm going to have to let it go. But I will get to see it again, I'm sure, because we're going to have to refresh this thing. These engines for drag week, they get abused. And realistically, you should probably, if you guys are doing that, you really should have, unless it's a lower performance type deal, but we're talking about an 850 horsepower engine, guys. This is not your typical 450, 500 horsepower 455. This is a high-end engine. It's got high-end parts. It's got a $400 ring package in it. So, we're not talking about $125, $130 total seal piston ring. These are total seal, but they're not the same kind of ring. It's a way high-end scale ring. So there's a lot of factors and reasons why you really should tear these engines apart every year, not just go out and beat the hell out of them every year.
So do you think that they do something like this in NHRA to their engines? They don't just go buy new every time. I know they make the money like no other, but honestly, they do one run, they tear it down.
Well,
do you think they have coated stuff to where they do this?
Rumor has it that the top fuel teams are using this coating on their pistons, and I don't know this for a fact. I just something I've heard. That the top fuel team normally they only get a run or two out of the pistons, and they got to throw them away.
Really?
With the coating on them, I guess they're getting 3-4 passes now, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you're buying $2,500 set of pistons, it's a big deal.
Right.
You're going from spending $5,000 a race to $2,500 a race or whatever on pistons. So,
and it's not just a Band-Aid. It's something that in certain applications, it could help, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, the biggest thing that I really like what I'm seeing so far is, I haven't looked at the bearings yet, but I like the oil pressure. That means that it took up all the clearance in the oil pump. And Pontiacs are known to not carry much oil pressure at idle. We blueprint our pumps, which helps a lot. We usually can get them up around 20 to 25 PSI at idle without the coating. Now with this coating, this thing's idling like 35 PSI, which is really, really good.
That's LS range.
Yeah, because normally Pontiac engine only idles like 5 to 7 pounds of oil pressure. It used to freak all my customers out back in the day because they'd see that when the engine warmed up with 10W40 oil, and they think that there's something wrong with the engine. There isn't nothing wrong. If you look in the Pontiac Motor Division service manual, it states right in there between 7 and 15 PSI at idle. That's just the way it operates. No. And it's because the bearings are so big.
Is this something that you might offer down the road that you could do, like say, okay, customer wants to just do a refresh, and you're like, okay, well, what would something like this do? Would you do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I want to see more how this turns out. I got another story I'm going to tell you guys real quick, but I want to answer Jason's question. But yeah, so definitely, I mean, this is a great way. Especially for an engine like these 535s or a 540, and you're already pretty much maxing the engine block out anyway. Mm-hmm. So this would be a great way for you to save the block and pistons. You don't have to buy a new set of pistons. It's expensive to have the coating done. It's not cheap. I don't remember. I wanted to look at the invoice before I came tonight, and I forgot. But
But cheaper than buying a whole new engine.
Cheaper than buying another set of pistons. Yeah, I mean it's definitely way cheaper and born and honed in the block. So it's cheaper. It's not cheap. It's just cheaper. So, but
that's what we like to hear. Though,
yeah,
cheaper.
Right. Exactly.
There's nothing cheap about building the engine the right way. So.
Yep. I seen Perry says he's got it done. So. Perry, how did you break in your pistons after you put the engine back together? What did you do?
And RA said he's thinking about getting his 535 pistons line-to-line coated.
Yeah, so...
cylinder 2 that isn't perfect anymore.
Yeah, so it's a great way to save a cylinder or block, you know.
Still not running, Perry said.
Well, so he hasn't got to play the game that I've been playing.
Well, and there you go. You got a little bit of homework to do.
So I'm glad that we talked about this tonight then. I didn't know Perry was doing that, so now you know what to expect, Perry.
So don't give up.
Yeah, so go to the Line to Line's website. I shared it in our my Facebook post today to post the podcast. Anyway, I pulled the instructions off of their website on how to do your initial break-in with with this coating on the pistons. Now that's going to lead me into the next story I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to not mention any names to protect the innocent, but anyhow,
oh boy.
A friend of mine was at the PRI show and he was at the Line to Line coating booth. And of course, they're talking to a whole bunch of people there, and they're telling everybody about their product, and they're bragging about it and how good it is, and yada yada yada. So, anyways, while they're at the booth, some guy, they could see him coming across the aisle, and he's walking like a gorilla. So he's all pissed off. You could tell he's beelining right to Line booth. And it looks like he's ready to tear somebody's head off. So he gets there, and he's pissed off, and he's yelling at the top of his lungs, I guess, at everybody, and or at the Line guys in front of everybody. And so what he was pissed off about is he did the piston coating, but instead of breaking the engine in like you're supposed to do and do it gradual and easy and not beat on it, you can't even jazz the throttle until after this starts to abrade in. He went out, pounded on the thing, 7,000 RPM, and locked up the engine. And I think it broke a rod. I'm not sure, because it literally pulled the rod apart at 7,000 RPM, kind of like something like that.
I was going to say, did he shoot out the oil pan?
Did he do it me?
Hey.
Did he match my?
I bet you he didn't do as good as me.
You exited it with style.
Yes.
So yeah, he did almost what we did with the. Well, I don't know what he did. I'm just hearing this story secondhand, so I don't know the whole story. But he did break the rod. He broke the engine, destroyed the engine, and he was pissed off at these guys. And so it took him a while to explain to him exactly what's going on and why it happened. And I don't know that they totally convinced him, because when somebody's pissed off like that, you can't really convince them. They've
Sure
already
you
made
can.
their mind up.
Called pimp hand.
Yeah. Well, you could do that if it's your buddy.
Right.
So.
So RA is Todd.
Yeah, Todd. Yeah, I knew it was
Six,
Todd.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what these names are. I'm still trying to get used to it, because I knew everybody, and now it's just a new ball game.
Yep. Well, some of them, like Doofus Monkey or somebody on there, I don't remember who he is. But,
Yeah.
but,
And he's a regular.
That's John Monan.
John Monan. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So, but yeah, so you know what? The product looks like a fantastic product. It's new technology. People aren't familiar with it yet, so they just, there's a lot of things that we got to learn, and I'm just learning. I mean, I've never used the product before. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing with the oil pump and the bearings. I won't know till we tear the engine back apart again, but I'm not seeing any bearing material. I'm not even seeing any kind of thing in the oil. I mean, the filter was super clean, which is highly unusual. Usually with a brand new engine, you have a little something in that oil filter, and there was nothing in the filter. So
What's the coating made of?
I don't know what the coating is. It's a dark gray.
It's like a ceramic kind of.
Oh, you know, the other-
they would say, because we used to have the coat inside of.
Well, they got titanium coatings now,
Yeah.
and because NASCAR banned those.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of coating it is.
I just didn't know what if you said it or not.
So something that you can do too with this coating on the bearings, and we did this. I actually had the bearing material or bearings build up with the coating, and you can
Fill in
you don't
scratches?
sand them, but you massage them with like Scotch-Brite, and you can set your bearing clearance exactly what you want it. And that's what I did. We got 3.5 on the mains, and we run 2.8 on the rods, and
Oh, so you're using Belzona 1111 then?
yeah.
Now that makes sense.
You know what? I don't know if you've seen that one post that I was talking about, Belzona 1111. That guy uses it to repair connecting rods and something else. He don't glue the rod together, but if the rod gets too big or spins a bearing and he can't resize it
Fills it
right,
in?
he fills it in and resizes it.
Hey, if you can machine it, why not?
It doesn't really specifically
That takes balls.
say.
It doesn't say what
It says line-to-line coating specialized in advanced abradable powder coatings for
Yeah.
automotive. That's all they're saying. So
Yeah.
it
Oh, I
doesn't-
wonder if it's like a Cerakote's liquid, but
No, this stuff here is not like. I mean, it's kind of rough and chalky feeling whenever you feel it, but once you take and you clean it up with some Scotch-Brite, it's. I mean, it's nice.
Is it smooth and kind of does it? It doesn't feel like kind of. It's like slippery, kind of. If you were to put anything to it, because when I had to do some systems as tubing for like sticky stuff, it would allow the stickers go through the tubing, so it was really smooth. So we had to do a lot. And it was not cheap.
That's probably a Teflon coating
So-
you're talking about. This is
Well,
not Teflon.
It had to withstand heat and everything. So because
Yeah.
a lot of stuff went through it, and metal went through it too. Sometimes.
Yeah,
So-
I honestly don't know, and I don't think they'll tell you.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's just it's giving you a little bit of it's top secret. As
Yeah,
Perry
exactly.
says. So it's just a coating they paint on. Is what it's basically saying.
Yeah, they got people that swear by this stuff. My buddy Woody, he absolutely swears by it, and he's a pretty sharp guy. He used to be involved with NASCAR quite heavily. He did a lot of push rod technology for NASCAR. He did the Nicosil liners for the engine blocks for NASCAR, and he did it for teams like Dale Earnhardt and all the top guys. So it was a Woody's pretty sharp, and he knows what he's talking about. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even tried this product, but so far, it's doing exactly what they say it would do. The scary part is how tight the pistons get, and that scares me. But I think we're getting somewhere with it. I think it's the engine's finally loosening up. I've ran it about 7-8 times, and it keeps getting better every time.
Break-in period.
But-
Kind of like a for the coating. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what it needs to do now is it needs to go in the car so that
Yeah.
you can get under a load.
So this one just popped up. It says coating the piston top with ceramics provides a fantastic thermal benefit, prevents the extremely hot combustion gases from soaking into the piston material. Explosion with the cylinder. This keeps more heat and energy within the explosion itself, which provides more horsepower and torque.
Yeah, so
So-
I did not do the piston tops.
So
That I didn't know that was available, or I would have probably done
that's
that.
what they say, and that's on the Line to Line website. So
Yeah, so supposedly what this stuff does is it because you set the bearing, I keep saying bearings, the piston, the wall clearance up so tight that it abrades itself and it fits the bore perfectly. And some cylinders, according to Line to Line, might only be at 5 thousandths whenever it's all done, and some might be at 6, and some might be at 7. You don't know because we don't know the thermodynamics of an engine block. Everybody thinks that all the cylinders run the same, but they don't. And this product, it allows the engine to find what it likes and gets happy with, not what we think it needs.
I wonder if we take a small block, or not a small block, but a Pontiac 350, and we use the ceramic paint that they had, the spray paint, you know, for like a, they got the, it shows like you can paint a header or you can paint like anything that's 1200 degrees. We just paint some pistons and put them in there.
See what it does?
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you do that to your engine. Actually, we could do that to one of them 350s.
Yeah.
That's
Go
what I'm saying.
below, right?
Yep. Well, it'll either run or it won't.
That's right.
But yeah, we could try it.
And
Yeah,
we'll
it's
set
kinda
a
interesting.
we'll set a 5,000 wall clearance.
Well, we could keep getting tighter and tighter until we find out what it don't like.
495.
And we'll do the bearings with it too.
Yeah, keep getting them tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's a different one. Who's 495 GTO?
No.
Are
That
you going to
I-
look
I
at the
don't know.
bearings before you let it leave?
I am not going to take a look at the bearings before I let it leave. There's really no reason for me to look inside the pan because I'm not seeing anything in there or in the filter. So I'm just going to let it go. But I will.
Holder's garage. Holder's garage.
I will probably end up getting this engine back for a refresh again next year, and when I do, I'll be able to see what the bearings look like. So far, the bearings, except for the year that he spun a bearing, they always come out looking like brand new. And so I know our bearing clearance is perfect for this combination and for the aluminum block. It just I've never done it with the coating before. Yep.
So would you recommend coating your, like say, okay, if it works, let's coat the race engine.
Yeah.
You think it would work? You think it'd be worth it
We're
for
gonna
next horsepower?
normally.
Eventually.
Normally, I like to play with all this stuff myself before I use it
Yeah.
in a customer engine. Just this engine happened to be at the shop at the right time at the right place. You know what I mean, kind of a thing. And so we're gonna find out how that's gonna all work out. But yeah, that the new technology is coming out now. So I didn't realize. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't realize. I just didn't think about the piston top. I would like to do that, even the combustion chamber and the valves. And if we can retain the heat in there, the only problem with sometimes when you do something like that, it may cause detonation because now you're holding too much heat in there. And with pump gas and our ring seal's better now, you could be creating yourself another problem. So you got to be careful. You know, sometimes you got to outsmart yourself.
So would this and then the gasket, kind of like we were talking about, if they, you redid the water flow and stuff like we talked about last week, that would make a big difference altogether with those just two
For
types of
everything
stuff.
together. Yeah. Yep. And so, so that's another thing. Everybody said that, everybody thinks that you make big horsepower gains with one change, and it doesn't work that way. It's a little bit, and after a while it adds up to 50 horsepower.
No, if I go from a 350 to a 455, that's one change, and that's a big gain.
You're right about that. But we're talking about if you're trying to work with the same engine
Oh,
and you're trying to make more horsepower.
that's not true either. If I go from an iron D port head to a DCI Raymer 5 head, that's one change. That's big horsepower.
That's big horsepower. You're right. You get big horsepower for big bucks.
Yep.
Right?
Phil. I like blown Phil. That sounds pretty good.
Blower fill. Yep. So you know what? You're going to have to talk Jeannie into letting us build that Raymer 5 engine for you pretty soon, but you need to find something to put it in.
He's got a Corvette.
Yeah, that's true. He did a video today. I liked
did.
it.
I
I didn't
seen
get
it.
to comment. I was too freaking busy, but I did see it.
He needs to put it in the Goldwing.
Yeah, what in the trunk in the back?
PT Cruiser. Let's see if we can squeeze it in there. We might have to cut the fenders off.
Does
a
he
little
even still have PT Cruiser? He's not giving any love anymore.
That's true.
I have not
Traded
seen.
it.
I think you made fun of him too much, and he's embarrassed now.
bit. Hey, Jeannie said let him have whatever he wants.
There you go. There you go.
Does that mean money's no object?
That means if the wife agrees and she's happy, then Phil can be happy.
That's right. That's
means
why
still
I'm
fat.
always happy.
She didn't hear. Never.
She knows you're full of it.
Yep.
So we don't have any questions, but I don't have a whole lot of experience yet to answer a lot of questions anyway. But what I have gotten to know and learn, I'm sharing because I want you guys to know. And you know what? This isn't something that you're going to do to every engine you build. It's just something that you know, it might save an engine combo, or it may maybe you got a problem somewhere and it might fix one of the problems. So
I need that one for tomorrow. But I don't think I'm gonna go.
our Jaime's over here making T-shirts.
Which we're sporting. We're both sporting some new shirts.
Oh yeah, look at you guys.
So
Yeah. What's that say? I thought it said lick my balls.
well,
No, it says it's not going to lick itself.
Oh. Well, it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Philip has a problem.
What?
It almost sounds like a note that remember the radio show Delilah?
It's a dear John.
Instead of Dear Delilah, it's Dear Don.
I have a problem. He's got a problem, all right. I think what it is he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yes. I think Jeannie retract her last statement.
Oh boy. Well, we can't have that.
I think his problem is he doesn't have a car to put a Pontiac DCI Raymer 5 engine in. That's his problem.
I mean, we do.
We can hook him up. We
Yep.
got a race car.
Yep.
We could even build the engine, get it in there, and get it tested.
Yep.
I'm not going to let him drive, though.
Philip, you let me drive, I guarantee you that thing will be good to 11,000 RPM.
He won't send the rod through the other side of the boat.
I'm going to tell the engine builder, build this thing for like NASA.
Yeah.
So
Heavy
what you're
foot-
saying is send it out this
Yep.
way and
Yep.
that way.
I want to look at the sky when I'm going down the track. Hey, you can't fear what you can't see.
As Jamie's rolling her eyes behind you.
So if that wall's coming, you don't see it, you can't fear it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that wall I'm afraid of. It's a sudden stop.
Nah, that it hurts a little bit, but hey,
Well, how do you know? You haven't done it yet.
no.
And I don't want you to do it either.
But you know what? It's an experience.
It's just fun racing. We don't want to wreck.
Oh well.
No wrecking.
I don't want
Speaking
to
of
wreck.
seeing the sky, did you guys see the skis, as they call them? Is when it
Skis.
comes down, if it does a wheelie and it doesn't smack the frame and it doesn't mess up the track, it comes back and glides. They take a spring, they cut parts just like half of the coil, and just weld the spring to the frame right where it's gonna smack. if it
Like
does a
skid
wheelie.
plates, you
Kind of
mean?
like a skid plate, but it's just like it's like two rings. I learned that the other day. I was watching some videos and guys like, yeah, those are springs. They cut a little partial like quarter off it, just enough like a U shape,
Yeah.
and they weld them to it. And
They're
that's
like
it.
skid plates
Yeah.
with a spring on it.
And
Yeah.
that's I don't know if anybody knows that, but that's a good trick. That's something that as a fabricator I would have never even thought of. So
Todd says he's been a good boy and he wants a Raymer 5 for Christmas.
Supercharged.
With a supercharger. I don't know if you guys seen that supercharged engine that one of my customers did, Don Sloboda. He hasn't watched the show. He's not an internet guy, but anyhow, he built a 505? I think it was a 505 with a 1471 supercharger and on E85 pump gas that made 1,840 horsepower
wow.
and 1,400 and something foot-pounds of torque. Big, and it was done at Steve Morris's dyno, so we know it's legit.
He said he has another video he sent you. We'll talk about technology involved.
Okay. Well, we got to be careful sharing Phil's videos on our viewer rides because it gets us banned.
We don't get monetized.
Yeah. And we don't put commercials in there so you guys don't get interrupted all the time, so we got to be careful. But yeah. Nope, it's going to be fun. You know what? Speaking of fun, I need to... the camshaft out of our engine. Do you know where it's at?
So what now?
The cam out of our engine, the race engine.
Oh yeah, it's in my garage.
Okay, I got to take that with me tonight because we're upgrading. I got another cam to put in there. Yeah.
Is it gonna be the more?
I'm hoping. I want to get that car in the 9s before we quit with the factory head. I want it to run 9s on pump gas.
I can see you can do it.
Well, I think honestly we would have probably ran 1050s if we'd had a little more time with the combo before it broke last time.
Damn it, Brandon.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't Brandon's fault.
Hey, it's trial and error. I mean,
Well, we didn't know that that port was going to blow out and fill a cylinder full of water, so
yeah.
it shocked the heck out of me when it blew up because I've never done that before.
So there's Duff's doofus monkey. He's here. So he's changing out an intake on the Silverado tonight.
Oh boy, well, that ain't too bad of a job if it's an LS engine. Yeah, if it's an LS, it's
But
actually
then you
pretty
got to
easy.
do the cam on it, then it'll compensate that intake a little bit. You know.
Phil got blocked again, he said. So
Quit being dirty.
Right?
So Poncho.
That's what your name should be, Dirty Old Man.
yeah,
There you go, dirty blower.
yeah, the dirty blown man.
Dirty blower.
Don't give him any ideas. Phil's got enough ideas on his own. He
Genie,
don't need
keep
any
him in
more.
line.
Yeah.
What character difference would you see on a dyno if you built a 505 utilizing a port heads versus Ram 5s? Flowing the same CFM and everything else being the same.
So utilizing a D-port head versus the Rammer 5 on the same CFM. Well, I don't know that we could get you might be able to get a D-port head to flow the same as a Rammer 5. The big difference wouldn't be so much the flow number as the cross-sectional area. A typical Pontiac D-port head, most of them have small intake ports, so they're going to be limited on RPM. You might be able to get 6,200 out of a D-port head, where with a Ram Air 5 head, those things, we've got the Brandon Devy's cars going to 8,000 RPM on a 511 cubic inches. So probably the difference in horsepower between a D-port and a Ram Air 5, it's going to depend if there's so many different factors you got to take into consideration. You got header tube size, you got camshaft duration, you got intake manifold design, you got compression ratio, there's a lot of factors involved. But which I don't think you could, but if you could duplicate header size, intake manifold, camshaft and everything, probably a realistic difference would be about 150 horsepower, would be my guess. Says, I know a guy with a Q-jet problem. Watch the video, explain what was going on. He's probably watching tonight, he says. I told him about you. Well, thank you, Phil. Oh, what happened?
He's going to pull up the video. Yep. So let's see what Phil's got going on here. It's getting... See what kind of videos.
Are we getting close to 7 already?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Time flying.
Time did fly. I felt like I talked the whole time. I need to shut up. Hey, love you too.
Wow. Well,
Just gotta wait 20 minutes. Hold on.
Oh, well, there you go.
There it comes.
all right.
So
Pontiac Claus, a.k.a. Big Don Johnston. Pontiac Claus.
Whoa, we're at the racetrack.
We're giving it the special Christmas effects, okay?
We had feedback.
no, it was just a speaker.
Yep. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That's a cool picture. I like it.
That is kind of a cool picture.
So this is Ponty Claus, aka Big Don Johnston, bringing Pontiac horsepower to all the good little girls and boys in Pontiac land.
Old John Dornbush. That guy, he's a big cheerleader for DCI. Love that guy.
right. Philip the Third. Watch Domestic Muscle from Holly on display at PRI 2025.
That's a badass intake. Looks like a traditional 22 small one Chevy.
We're going to lose our minds to see
Losing one out because it's off.
All right. Quadrajet carburetor problems.
Okay. Why is it doing that?
Well, you're dripping fuel.
Huh?
You're dripping fuel.
Is it boiling the fuel in the carburetor? Okay.
Yep.
Why is it doing that?
Look at it, it's coming out of the rear bulkhead too, which is kind of weird. So that thing's getting hot.
Is it boiling the fuel in the carburetor?
Yeah, you can hear it boiling.
Okay.
So what's he got to do to fix that? That's all the videos we have.
Well, to fix that, you're going to have to find out why the engine runs so hot and the intake is running so hot. If that's got a 67 intake manifold on it, Phil, tell him take the carburetor off. And underneath the front primary side of the carburetor is a little trough in there. And what it is a heat passage. It actually heats up the carburetor. They only did that in 1966 and 1967. And the reason they did that was because to keep the carburetor from icing up in the wintertime. Unfortunately, it works too good. And when the engine gets hot, it'll actually make the fuel boil, especially with today's fuel with all the ethanol in it. It'll boil real easy like that was doing there. And you could actually hear it boiling in that. So what he needs to do to fix that, how we do it anyway, is the two little holes on the end that go down to the exhaust port in the head, tap those and put 1/8-inch pipe plugs in those and seal them off so no heat can get up there, and then run a heat shield underneath the carburetor. So, how are my new heads and intake coming along? Well, the new heads, we you know what? You didn't get the newest file that I just got, did you?
The one you just sent me?
Well, that one and so this. Let me see if I can
I
pull
haven't
it.
even got a chance to look at those yet.
Let me see what I got going on here. Let's see. All right, this one here with the new ports. If I send this to you, can you look at it on this monitor?
Send it to the email, yeah.
So
What is that?
forward to Johnston.
Eye candy.
DCI
Evidently.
Motorsports Unleashed. Or, yeah, DCI Motorsports Unleashed at Yahoo.
I like that one.
That sends it to
It's
this email.
fitting for me, isn't it?
What is it?
Very.
DCI Motorsports Unleashed.
Okay. It didn't come up.
I haven't sent an email to it yet.
Unleashed.
At yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com. All right. Send. This is an invalid address.
Oh, that's because you.
Here.
While they were waiting for that, Perry said his build is 535 build, DLC, wrist pins, line-to-line pistons, then 043,
Isn't it perfect?
043 1mm AP steel
Dragging around.
gapless and gas-ported steel rings.
What's
Isn't
this?
it
Not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
makes you a pirate? I was like, I saw that. I'm like, oh god, I gotta make that for myself.
Well, Tim, thank you, and Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody, because we're probably not going to get to see you guys next week. So we're gonna because Christmas Eve is Wednesday. So,
Yep.
and my wife likes getting the family together, which I don't blame her. I love doing that too. So we're probably going to be doing that next Wednesday night.
Yep. Oh, I know we will be. There's no probably.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's happening.
Yep.
So as soon as that comes through, we can show you guys the revision of the intake and exhaust that I'm doing to my new heads.
So we expect the following week to have some Christmas pictures and some Christmas pictures of some cool cars.
That would be cool. We need to get
Some
bows on
garage
your cars.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a smoky burnout with some red smoke.
Yeah.
Or red and green. That would be cool.
Deck the halls with the burnouts.
Yeah, yep.
There we go. We could make an episode. Deck the halls.
I don't know if Rick Undersay is on tonight, but have him get out there in his dragster and do a big old smoky green burnout out in the middle of the street. He ain't scared.
That was a lot of letters.
Yeah, this is a long email. This is my. I've been going back and forth trying to get my new cylinder heads figured out here, and this is the latest version so far. And I'm really kind of excited about. And we're getting close.
This looks like a lot of pinching off airflow right here.
Well, that's a D port. That's
exhaust. We need to open that up.
That's big, actually. Believe it or not, it's got the same square area as a round port.
Here's the round port.
There's the round port, yep.
You got your combustion chamber. You got your exhaust and intake.
I'm excited about these guys. I've been working on this project 7 long years and been through a couple of people trying to get this done. And trust me, there's nobody wants this done worse than I do. I'm burned out with it. I mean, all I do is every time I talk to these guys, it costs me money. And we're not talking about $500,000 money. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars every time I get something done. So I'm really, really at the end of my rope with this project. And if it don't happen by next year, I'm seriously thinking about pulling the cord on it because I can't deal with it no more. I'm done. It's burned me out. And I know it sounds like desperation and I'm giving up, but you guys haven't done this for 7 years and just keep writing checks. It's killing me. I can't take it anymore.
So that's the new flow.
Are we having a New Year's show?
You know what? We haven't discussed that. The shop is still in disarray. And so normally we have New Year's every year at the shop. So unless a Christmas miracle happens, I don't think we're going to get it done this year. But I might be wrong. They do have all my garage area repaired. And the last thing they are working on right now is we have, there's doors that go between my retail area and my garage area. And they are doing those now. And so that should be done. It's not going to be done for New Year's, but at least the doors are there and the sealed off and the construction crews are out of the way right now. So this has been a rough summer for me, guys, because of the fire. I was down for 2 months. We couldn't do anything out in the garage area at all. We were literally working out of cardboard boxes and out of a back room. And it's been a rough summer. So that on top of the fact that we're dealing with the cylinder head thing too, and I've had a lot of bad stuff happen to me this year. Not complaining, not crying. It is what it is. I'm sorry about venting a little bit, but it's been a pretty rough year for me this year. And so I'm hoping next year is going to be a really good year for me. We're going to get the new cylinder heads going. I'm going to end this on a positive note. We're going to get the heads going. We're going to start selling those. We're going to get some guys out there making 600 horsepower on pump gas with their 400s and 455s, and it's going to be good. And the shop's all redone, and it's beautiful. They did a great job. We had several upgrades with the shop. My garage doors are upgraded now. My furnace is upgraded. The shop's all repainted and beautiful again over here on that side now. So, a lot of good things have happened too. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. It was a really hard time for me because we couldn't do much business and we were already way behind because of our schedule, but things are getting better. We're doing good. We're gonna have a great year in 2026.
Yeah. They happen for reasons.
Yep.
You're right. Perry. So
Yep.
then we'll have to do a spring fling, go out there, get a video of the new look and some of the progress, and then maybe do a spring fling garage. You know, we said we were going to do it this last year, but maybe we need to do it
This year.
go through the garage and see if there's any cool stuff out there.
Well, this things will get better this year, I'm sure. We had a lot of things happen. With the garage burnt in April 18th, which is my wedding anniversary of all days. Come to my shop. Well, actually, I didn't come to my shop to see the fire. My neighbor called me and told me that the shop was on fire, and he called the fire department. And by the time I got there, the fire department hadn't been there yet. I opened up the door thinking maybe I could try to put it out. It wasn't going to happen. So it was already raging whenever. So I just closed the door and waited for the fire department to show up, and that seemed like an eternity. All in all, it probably was around $700,000 worth of damage for everything, which is insane. But we got through it. We made it, and we're still here. And now we're back up and running again. And we're getting engine jobs done again, and things are looking up.
Thanks, Philip. Yeah, we'll get to try that here. I'll share it with them and see what. Maybe the next time, I'll bring one of the smokers and we'll bring Suburban. And then Poncho, trivia question.
Yeah,
AFR have any involvement with
the Edelbrock D-port? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know how that all developed. I know that I did the first cylinder head for Edelbrock. I did the article in High Performance Pontiac magazine. So if you guys look online, you'll be able to find it. We actually got one of the first castings and got to play with it. We ported it. We floated as cast. We did like a street port and a street strip port, different valve job on it. And High Performance Pontiac magazine did an article on it.
So, fire department here will send you a bill. That's supposed to be send us a check.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a bill. I want a check. But yeah. But that. So we're getting there. You know what? And Timmers, appreciate your support, Mark and Barb. That's awesome. And your engines, I did a video of it. It's on YouTube. So of your belt drive on that thing. I'm going to be doing more because we're getting that thing ready to go on the run stand. I got a couple before you that I got to get on there to run, and then once I get those done, because those engines were promised a long time ago as well, and because of what happened this year, we didn't get to them. But anyway, once we get those finished up, then yours is going to be on there next. So look for, and actually we might even do that with one of our podcasts. We'll do the Timmers engine on our podcast. It won't have the belt drive on it on the run stand. It's just going to have our regular V-belt pulleys. But I will do another couple videos with your engine with the fuel injection and the pulley system. It looks badass. I mean, that's a good-looking engine.
Perry said you're quiet today, Brandon.
Oh, motor mouth over here.
Yeah. I talk too much. Well, here, you can talk. I'm going to go get a beer.
No, he's been Brandon's been pretty busy. So
Yeah.
he's ready for
he's been slammed. Him and Jamie have been cranking out to work.
Yep.
As you can see behind us,
Where's,
he's added a couple signs.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Right there is the latest one I just got done doing.
This one's pretty kick-ass, and I like it. I'm a Chevy guy, but I mean, I support Pontiac. This one has the details, and this is the kind of work that Brandon does, and Jamie. Won't leave her out, but
Nope.
this is it's awesome. The details on that car is amazing, and I think that's the best one yet that I like. It can do stuff like that, customize stuff. You can do a Pontiac.
I'm going to be doing a Pontiac one. The Chevy one just came by accident because while I had, as you guys see the Chevy one above that one, I had somebody ask for one like that. And then it just kind of snowballed into what the one in the bottom looks like now. But I'm going to be doing a Pontiac one as well because I want to do like one for my Firebird.
Looked out. There was one more Coors Light out there. It was hidden. I didn't see it.
In Big Johnston Garage, I haven't even touched my Firebird. So because I've been so busy usually starting around Halloween, I start getting orders in. Well, Jamie and I start getting orders in for Christmas time. So usually around Halloween to now
the day before Christmas.
Yeah, I'm in the garage and I don't even touch any of my stuff. I'm making customer stuff. So
I can't even get a hold of him, guys. So he's that busy.
So yeah,
Yeah, he's trying to work a full-time job and do a business on the side, so
It's not easy.
it is not.
especially whenever doing stuff like this is like building an engine. You go in thinking, oh, I'm only going to do this much and it's going to take me this amount of time. Then you run into problems like paint issues, and then next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock at night.
Yep. They say do your own thing. It's fun.
Can you print up a Pontiac head as a hood ornament from my Corvette?
Yeah.
Well, we have the model. You already did it.
I was gonna say,
We did that on an episode. Which we got to break that back out and put it to use some more.
Yep, I got to scan your
So
vacuum thingy.
yeah. Pay $700 for a vacuum, and it breaks after 2 weeks.
Oh, a floor vac?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they want to charge $35 for the piece, and I'm like, Brandon, here you go. You can make
Can
some
you
money.
make this?
They're back ordered for the next 6 months.
Wow.
And
Yeah, that means it breaks all the time.
exactly. So we're gonna try to make it better, and
There you go.
so. Or as a bottle cap. Well, that'd be kind of cool. Bottle cap.
Yeah,
with
you
a
know what?
Pontiac head.
Well, you know what you do is you make a whiskey bottle stopper, put a cork in it,
Yeah.
and then that way you just cork your bottle of whiskey and you got your Pontiac head there.
Yep.
So my question is, I know the laser. Would you be able to do that small? Take a bottle cap, make a little jig, and then engrave a Pontiac, like the symbol right on that bottle cap. Probably.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That would be kind of cool.
There's so much you can do. I can't wait till they get the metal printers down cheap enough we can afford to buy one of those.
Me too.
Man, I tell you what, that'll be.
Who needs a foundry for the block, man?
Yeah, right. Well, still need to make block.
Yeah.
But but we could make other stuff like intake manifolds, stuff like that. So
I seen a guy show a picture of that. It was from the PRI show. It was a funny, but he goes, I got my new block. And it was a big welded printed.
oh
And he goes, I got a lot of machining to do.
Yeah, it was a LS engine block.
Yeah.
Yep.
You seen that?
I didn't
Yep.
see that.
I don't know who posted that.
I wanted to watch that video on the head gasket thing you guys shared with me last week, and I couldn't find it. I
It
want to
was-
find out how they're getting 700 more RPM out of it.
Well, Reaper didn't go into too much detail about how they're doing it.
Oh.
He was just saying what they seen on the dyno.
But I don't know how a head gasket. It's bugging me because I want to know what they're doing.
I
Not there yet.
I can do somewhat, but I've gotten away from. I used to make billet Chevy emblems because again I had somebody ask me for them, and I did make billet Pontiac Arrowhead emblems. But it's just too hard on my CNC router. So that's my next purchase I'm going to be making next year. I'm buying a smaller CNC machine that will handle that kind of stuff.
You can make one out of wood.
Yeah, I can make one out of
Easily.
wood,
But I don't think you want to mount a wood one to your
No.
hood.
Well, the biggest problem with the CNC router though too is it can't do 3D. It can do flat, but it can't do can't
Well,
do any
mine
contour.
will do 3D. I just need to scan your valve covers again because Sam modeled your valve cover off of a flat top.
Oh, I say because we can't do the valve covers with a contour. or at least you couldn't before.
Yeah, well, you gotta also remember too. I don't have a 5-axis machine, so when you're saying contour, you're saying the head's not perpendicular to the surface. Yeah, no, mine still does a contour. It's just
It just goes straight across, and it's deeper in the middle than it is on the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to be able to go up and follow that.
That's a 5-axis machine.
Well, not really. You could do a 3. You just need the Z. The Z has to go
I
up
got
and
the
down.
Z. That's what I'm saying. I can go on an arc, but the head itself has to move with the curve. So that's a 5-axis.
Well, not if you use a ball mill.
I do use a ball mill.
Well, then there shouldn't be any reason you have to do that.
It's still, you got your Z that only goes up.
Right.
And whenever it's traveling.
Z goes up and down.
Yep. But when you're going like here, you're only getting on this side of the end mill.
Well, as long as it's around.
Yeah, but you're still only getting the left side of the end mill, though. You're not getting in the
Well,
middle.
no matter how you look at it, if you're going across it, all right, here, you're only getting the tip of the end mill. Here, you're getting this edge of the end mill.
Right.
This side, you're
That's
getting this
why-
edge of the
that's why
end
it's
mill.
not deep enough.
So, you know what I mean?
The 5-axis will do this.
I get it. I know what you're
The
saying.
3-axis only goes like this.
Right.
So no matter what 3-axis machine I have, it's always going to be the exact
Which
same
there's
way.
that sweet spot. It's just like when cutting, you only have so much of the sweet spot. You're putting a lot more wear and tear on how you're doing it this way, right? Because it's not, say the sweet spot's at 3 o'clock on that end on the ball, and then,
Right.
so, and it doesn't count for a perfect.
Make them out of wood and we can spray them with chrome paint.
All right, then we can just 3D print them and make it easier.
There
'cause
you
we
go.
just
It'd
get
be
the-
easier to do that.
We just get the better material, and that's just because they do come out pretty good.
Well, I got Philip Thur said, yeah, you need a 5-axis. But I can do them out of carbon fiber filament.
Oh yeah, you haven't tried it on the new printer, have you? Ooh.
So if
challenge.
Elon keeps going the way he's going, we're going to be able to buy a robotic arm, and it's infinite axis. It'd be like your arm on your body.
Yep.
So Perry, how is your intake development? What will its RPM range be?
Well, the one that Brandon's working on is a single plane, and I really don't know what the RPM range is yet because we only got to play with it a little bit, but
So far, 7,000.
yeah, it's probably going to be able to go 7,500. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be able to. OST in the house, yep. Old school twist.
Yep, he made it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Old School Twist.
Yeah, it has been.
Been pretty busy, huh?
He has been busy, he said.
Yeah, you'll catch up. Just make sure everybody likes, subscribe, share.
Yep.
Please. Get some more viewers. We do have a couple new ones since last couple weeks. We've got a couple more. But I haven't seen them on tonight, so.
Who's that?
Who was the one gentleman that was commenting a lot last week? He was newer.
Oh,
He was
yeah, we did
excited.
have a new guy last
Yeah.
week. Who was that? I don't remember who
I
it
haven't
was.
seen
now.
him. So maybe
yeah.
he just didn't get the
Poncho something, wasn't it? Mr. Poncho?
We got him. He's there. There was another one, though. There was.
Yeah, we've been picking up a few new people every week.
Mark
I don't know,
saying
but I
he
got
likes,
I've been trying to hold it.
he likes the pulley system.
Yeah, go, huh? Yeah, that pulley system, Mark, it does look nice. I mean, that's gonna look really sharp underneath the hood of the car. Can't wait to build that car for you. That thing's gonna be fun. Just
Thanks,
got you
Phil.
2 legs. Thank you, Philip.
Yeah, we keep forgetting to tell you guys do that. I mean, even though, just if you like and share, get more followers.
Oh, Randy French is on. He's
There he
the
is.
old man Rand. We're getting you together, Randy. Actually, I've got your heads and intake and everything mocked up on your block right now because we got to machine everything to make it all line up and fit perfectly. So, but we're moving along.
And then we got Wayne Scout. That's one. Crap, almost missed you. Got distracted building the damn headers. But he's a normal. He's a regular.
Yeah, he's got that little S10 or Sonoma pickup truck with the Pontiac swap in it.
Yes, he was talking last week too.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I want to see some pictures of that.
Yeah,
coming along.
Well, he did send some pictures of it.
Yeah.
So we need to see some as he's progressing, though.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
I always like the look of trucks when they do it and they tub it, you know.
Oh, yeah. Especially if they sit down low and they got a wing on the back.
It's got that cool, that cool vibe.
They are cool looking.
So I think that would be kind of cool. If I were to build a car tomorrow, I'd probably try to find a nice, cool looking truck and drop a pretty cool engine in it.
I love the old 55 to 57 Chevy pickups and the 58 9s too.
Well, I might have one that might be showing up this summer in your parking lot. So
Uh-oh.
55 Chevy, black, tubbed.
Well, whose is it?
It's one of my dad's best friends. He's had it for quite some time.
Cool.
He's rebuilt it from ground up, and then when something
Harry
happens,
sent a video, he says.
so he backed it into the garage on accident because it rolled. I guess it rolled out of gear and just put a little scratch on the tailgate. Well, instead of just fixing the scratch, he repainted the whole damn thing again.
No. Well.
So it's a nice truck. He traded a '69 Camaro for it, and I think it was a good trade. But
the 55 to 7 trucks are just awesome looking trucks. They're classic.
He's got it. So I'm trying to think how he had it. I don't know because when he first got it, it had semi stacks for exhaust. That's how. But I think he changed it since then. It was kind of a cool look for a second, but
That looks like the backside of a Millodon gear drive.
So this is Perry.
Yep.
And did he
got a
say
video.
what he sent?
Oh, you know what, Perry? I just got the block back today from the line bore shop with your main caps on there, and it turned out perfect. So
he says he's got a video.
I'm sure that
right there, Brandon. Is that a video?
That's a video I'm downloading.
Tom Bopp appreciates your help with that, and thank you, sir. That was a nice upgrade for him.
See if he'll play.
Oh boy.
Yep. That's a Millodon gear drive, and those things are a pain in the ass to get set up. And what he's doing right there is you run a piece of paper through there, and it's supposed to cut the paper if it's set right.
It's not that right.
It might be. What it'll do is you'll see it just in between the.
Oh, just kind of.
Yeah, just
nice
kind of like.
fine line.
Yeah, exactly.
Not enough to where you want to see shavings, but enough to cut a piece of paper.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It's almost how you set RC car gear meshes.
But when you do it right, it's perfect.
So that's the video, and then of course the picture. That's for oil, right? Those grooves
Somebody
right there.
cut that in there. Yeah, that.
Get oil to the backside of it.
They must. I wonder why they did that, because that goes where the oil galley plugs are. Normally, those are not getting any oil. You have oil coming out of the front of the block, around the cam bearing, and I'm not sure why those are cut in there.
So there you have it.
He might be doing that to squirt oil on the timing chain or something.
Well, there is no timing chain. That's belt or a gear driven.
Oh yeah, that's right. It wouldn't be. It'd be sprayed on the gears. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Maybe Perry can tell us.
Or is it something that he found surprisingly not known?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing there, but be interesting to hear. Get some picture next week.
So yeah, let's see Perry's video. He grooved the oil, the front to oil the front of the cam.
I'm not sure. It looks like them grooves are going up to where the oil galley plugs are in a block. Do you have a hole in your oil galley plugs at the end or something, so it's pressurizing down through there? I'm not sure what if I'm following you on that.
Old school twist. A 50 Studi pickup.
Those are cool. I got a
Yeah.
customer who's got a 50 Studebaker with a Pontiac 400 in it I built.
My uncle has one that he hasn't touched in probably about 35 years. It got burned up and it's just still sitting in a storage shed. Won't get rid of it. Won't do nothing with it.
That's a bummer. Those are cool trucks. I can see the gears turning in Don's head. Yep. I'm just kind of visualizing what's going on there and trying to figure out the oil route.
And we got Wayne. He's coming along good. We got passenger headers almost done. Need to put the rack and pinion in before starting the driver's side. That's to prevent galling.
Prevent galling, yeah. Yeah, so what we did with the engines on the stand right now, the one we did the coating in, we actually put a Torrington bearing in the BOP. BOP belt drive has like a separate brass piece that goes on the front of the cam. And just the gear used to ride up against that brass. Well, it wears it out. So what we did is I machined that in there, and I actually put Torrington bearing in there, so it's not metal to metal anymore. It's got a bearing in there, and then I drilled a hole through that plate that we're getting oil out of the front cam bearing and lubricating that that Torrington bearing.
U.S. Steel's reopening its doors in Comoros.
Where do you see that at?
Old school twist. I mean, that's good news.
That's great news. I heard they were coming back. That is freaking awesome news. I heard they're going to hire like 2,000 or 3,000 employees too, just in I think in Old School Twist area, which I'm kind of shocked that they're coming because I think Old School lives in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, man, Illinois is such a freaking liberal state that I don't know how the businesses can deal with all that, but we're not going to talk politics.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin that end of the show.
It is almost Christmas time. They say you're supposed to
Yeah.
talk politics at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
Save yourself Christmas money.
That's right. You don't have to buy presents then.
Yep.
Well, what's everybody got planned? I mean, anybody still working in the garage up to Christmas? What do they
Yeah, what are you guys
What-
doing next week? Are you guys going to all get together for family and or are you going to go on vacation somewhere? Some people like to go to Disney World, believe it or not, for
Right.
Christmas.
Turkey, ham, both? What you doing?
Yeah, maybe we're going to go to Hawaii.
No, I wish.
I want to go Hawaii. If I do Hawaii, I want to do a cruise. Maybe Marshall. I see Marshall was on here. I don't know if he's still on or not, but he's an airline pilot.
Yeah.
And so he gets to fly all. I think he does mostly the East Coast, but I don't. He might fly. He used to live in Arizona, so he might fly east to west too. But yeah, so
Okay, Philip. Don't rub it in.
what's that?
Maybe he'll go to the beach again.
Oh,
How warm is it down there, Philip?
so when is Daytona Bike Week?
It is the last couple of days of
February?
and
Yeah.
the first week of March. So I found out that it's going to be a little bit longer than what we were anticipated. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. It's going to be more days off, and I don't get much days off from work because.
Well, you and Phil got to get matching Speedos.
Yep.
Because if you're going to ride that bike together, we got to have matching outfits.
Yep. Fill by 8 bottles of baby oil.
Oh no, he's got to at least try to hold on.
Whoa.
No, I want to see you wrestle.
I want to rattle. Well,
Oh, good Lord. I don't want to see any of that.
I think that's great YouTube footage.
Uh-huh. Well, you know
I'll take
what?
60. 60's good.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
It's
wife
better
told
than
me to
10.
get the bike out today. I said, no, there's too much salt on the road.
If I go, I'll bring a lady friend.
All right.
Yep, well, that's better than you riding on the bike.
No, Phil, I'm telling you. You got to get Jason on the back of that bike.
Oh boy,
You got to watch. Brandon's going to get jealous, though, because I haven't got him
I
on
will.
the back
I'll
yet.
be down there.
He'll take the next flight.
That's right. I'll be down there wrestling with you guys.
Ruh-roh.
And my cheeks will be hanging out.
Well, if you guys got baby oil all over you, don't wrestle in the sand.
That's true.
You'll get up and that won't be pretty.
Well,
Yep. Well, it's kind of quiet tonight, fellas.
yeah.
We're not. We don't have nobody in Santa Claus outfits or nothing.
No, I was surprised. No
Yeah.
pictures of Santa Claus.
Well, you got your Santa hat.
I got my Santa Grinch
what's
hat.
it? Oh, that's a
all right,
Grinch. Okay.
So my wife made this, so I wore it to work the other day. So if people piss me off, this is what I do. So
that way you can't see
I
him.
can't see them. I didn't see the problem, so I can't fix it. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Merry Christmas to you, Perry. Merry Christmas, everybody, and thank you guys for hanging out with us this
Yeah.
week. And
Yep.
next week we're probably there ain't no probably. We will not be on next week unless we do it another day. I don't know. Maybe he'll get some cool Christmas gifts, and him and Jason will get on here on Friday or something and show off their new toys.
hint, hint. Christmas gift might be it. The new motor for the race car.
Oh, I wish. I wish. You know what? I ordered epoxy for the heads, so we're going to get the heads fixed up, and I got a new cam for the engine. We got the crank fixed. I got a couple connecting rods, one from Perry and one from Joe Bass. So I got all the pieces parts now, and I just got to get the time to do it.
Well, maybe I'll get some things to do. Maybe we can throw something together and put it on there. I got to get an intake or a cold air for Mandy's car. That's next. So
You know what?
She
Brandon
wants-
could probably print you one of those.
probably we talked about doing the Jeep because they didn't make one, but
Yep.
they're not cheap.
Yep.
Nope. They are not. For as simple as they are.
I know, right?
Roller, solid, or hydro?
Um,
Perry's asking.
I got a solid roller for mine, and I had it custom ground by Bullet. And I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm really trying to get that thing so it'll run as good as my Grand Prix did. With I had 13-to-1 compression in that engine. This engine's only got about 10-to-1. So. And with that engine, with the 455 is actually a 461. With the Ram Air 4 heads the way they were before I wide ported them, it was 13-to-1, and the head flowed 320 CFM. And I had this very similar intake manifold with a 1050 Dominator, and it made 727 horsepower on the dyno, and it showed that in the car too. It ran 136 mile an hour in a 3,680 pound car.
Philip asking, do you know how to make a V6 fuel injected run on the engine stand? 98 3.8.
You're gonna have to have
Computer system.
You're gonna have to have your wiring harness, and you'll have to have a fuel pump, and you'll have to have your ECU.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
ECU,
butt.
that's out of my ball. That's out of my lane.
Basically, you're going to have to turn your car into an engine stand.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. Take the front end off, drop the engine cradle out, and just hook it up. Yep, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's...
But yep.
Anybody got extra?
You know what? I can remember back. I don't know if you remember or not, but like LKQ called me, which is a big junkyard, nationwide junkyard. They called me back in like, I don't know, like 2002 or something. And they were literally giving away 3.8 liter engines because every GM car had the engine, and that engine goes forever. It does not fail. And they had like 20,000 mile engines. They wanted to give me 3 or 4 of them. I said, I don't have any use for it. I don't. What am I going to do with them? Because there were so many in their boneyard, they couldn't get rid of them. They didn't want to scrap them. They were just, they wanted to give them to people.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
So,
Damn.
you know what, Phil, if this was like 25 years ago, 23 years ago, I could hook you up.
Not too bad. We could threw some NOS on it just to see how it goes. Throw it in a beater.
Well, I could have got supercharged engines. They had supercharged engines for $350. I could have bought them back then. Now, of course, inflation is, adjusted. That's probably $750 today or whatever. But still, even for $750 for a complete supercharged engine with like under 20,000 miles on it.
I'll take it.
Heck yeah.
You can't find that nowadays.
No, hell no.
Mm-mm.
So.
Nope.
Yeah, that's. Phil said I hate putting it back in and just find another problem. It's not like a truck. You can just pull the body off and see what,
Didn't somebody take a root style blower and put it on there but had a carburetor on top of it on a 3.8?
Somebody did put a carburetor on one of them 3.8s.
There you go, Philip.
Yep, there you go. That's all you need. You just need to put a carburetor, adapt a carburetor to it. Wherever the air inlet is, build you an adapter.
Yep.
Old school's twist. See that question?
What does he say?
Oh, how many beers have you ever get warm while you're working on something with issues and forget about them?
Yeah.
On your own time, of course.
Well, you know what pisses you off about that is you open up a beer, you set it down, and you get busy doing something, and you say, where did I set my beer at? And you go get another one because you get tired of looking. Yeah. Before you know it, you got 3 or 4 beers sitting around.
Well, with Uncle Paul, you never had that problem.
That's true. If Uncle Paul finds it, it's his.
Yep.
It's mine.
That's mine. Yep. This is mine.
And if he didn't have to walk to the fridge, it was definitely his.
Philip, how do you do that without a distributor?
Oh, yeah. That you got that problem, too.
Yeah.
Phil, you know what? Yeah, just give up on that project.
Is he talking about the...
that 3.8 out of his Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix.
Yeah, the GTP.
Go get an S10 4.3 liter distributor.
I mean, Phil, you have a car to put a better engine in it. Just get it and and be done with it.
And send a check to DCI.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
And
Well, we can make that thing run.
I'll tell you how to make it real easy for you, Philip. You get a hacksaw, cut it right before the windshield, and then you got your engine stand.
Say what?
You cut the whole front of the
The whole
car
front
off.
end, just the whole front clip. You got your own.
Yeah, no, don't listen to him, Phil. You know what? Just drop the cradle down and leave the harness hooked up and your fuel lines, and you can run that thing right there. And then if you have any issues, it's easy to fix. But realistically, what issue are you afraid of? As long as you got your bearing clearance right, you got your ring gaps right, and the cam's degreed properly.
That one extra bolt you found is no big deal.
Well, put that in the bolt bucket.
Yeah.
You keep that for later.
That's right.
Because it'll come up that you need it some way. You'll know it.
And if you do need it in the bottom end, you open up the filler for the oil, throw the nut in there, and it works its way down there.
No, don't do that.
Couple extra revs.
Exactly.
Threads it right on.
It sounds like hell when it gets down there, but once it gets down there, you're fine.
Yeah.
Keep watching the videos. Yeah.
Or what you do is you take that Sawzall and you cut the middle part of the car out and you put the drivetrain in. You get a 4 9-inch, and then you put a DCI Ram Air 5 engine in it.
Yeah.
That would be cool. There's a boat on Facebook right now that would just be so freaking cool. It's already got a Pontiac 400 in it.
Ooh.
And it's a wood deck, kind of an old speedboat, but it's only a 16-footer. Man, if you put a Ram Air 5 in that thing, holy shit. That thing would probably take flight.
We can just put it in the pool and test drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a lot of views on that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey. We're going to need a new pool.
I was going to say, Mandy's not going to be very happy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a
But
good
you know
idea.
what? Jamie makes her drink strong, so her and Jamie can drink, and then...
Well, then she'll think it's funny at the time.
Yeah.
The next morning, it's not going to be so pretty.
Yeah, but we won't be there.
We'll just say a tornado did it and insurance will pay for it, right?
There you go.
Boat will be gone before the insurance company shows up.
Yeah. So tube chassis car, make it a rear wheel drive. There you go. Hey!
My turbo's acting
Yeah,
up.
no, he's backfiring.
That was not
He
the
needs a
blower.
tune-up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oil needs changed on that one.
And,
My
his-
gasket needs changed.
and your exhaust stinks.
I'm running a little rich.
A little?
He's not running the race fuel tonight. He's
You
running.
know what? My eyes burn when I'm setting carburetors,
Let me tune it.
but good Lord. Think I brought this into the world.
That's right.
Yeah, no, and you just put the right thing in. Yeah, there you go. You will have no problems with the fuel injection and all that other stuff then.
Yep. We can put fuel injection on it.
Yeah, you
we'll
do
put
that.
an Enderley injection. It'll be mechanical. And we'll put a magneto on it. Magnetos are cool. I tell you what, whenever them things are running at full RPM, holy shit, they'll send a spark that long.
There you go. Make
You
it.
don't want to grab a hold of one of the plug wires. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Can make a sleeper out of that, right?
Yeah.
It'll sound a little. A little bit of rumble.
Well, you make it have that rough idle with a big muffler on it, and it sounds like it has a miss on a 6-cylinder then.
Well, what you do is you put the engine in the trunk of that car with a blower sticking out the back
Oh,
because it's
shit,
front wheel drive.
You confuse the hell out of people. What the hell is going on here?
Right.
That shit at Ram Air.
Yeah, that car's shit a Ram Air 5. That's a hell of a turd.
Well, I mean, if that's it, then
I think
I guess we'll
everybody's-
just wrap it up.
All right, guys.
So-
Well, hey, it'll probably be the week after next. Well, you know what?
No,
New
that's New
Year's.
Year's.
Year's is-
Yeah, so we're gonna be off. We're gonna be off air for like
2 weeks.
forever.
Yep.
So what's going on with that? We'll have to figure something out. We'll get on another day.
Yeah. You can make it up in between or something. Do a special.
Yep. We'll have to do something. Maybe we'll do it New Year's Day and when we're hungover.
No, in a year. See you next year.
See
Harry.
y'all next year. Yep.
Yes. Maybe a special.
Yeah, we can do something like that. You guys working that week?
I'm off for the night. He's
I'm
got
working.
a few, but
Yeah.
I'm.
Well, maybe, New Year's Day you don't work, do you?
No.
Okay, so on New Year's Day maybe we'll get together. Depending on what we got going on, but I think we could do that maybe.
Phil, no, it's the shop's not quite done yet.
Yeah,
It's
probably
a
no
lot-
New Year's party this year.
It's a
Nope.
lot of rushing around to get prepped up. A lot of people show up. It's a good time.
It is a good time. We usually get a crowd of about between 30 and 50 people. Just depends. Some people, it changes. The crowd changes every year. So, we never know how many people we're going to get. One year we had a couple stop in off the road. They wanted to watch the ball drop at midnight.
Yep.
And they seen we were partying, so they stopped in. They had a beer with us, and then they moved on.
Yep.
Hey, that's a hell of a party.
It was a hell of a party.
Yeah.
They even gave hugs and kisses, and they all.
No idea who the people were.
Nope, don't know their names to this day.
Yep. So, but all right, everybody. Merry
Yep,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year
Yep.
if we don't see you before then.
Stay safe.
And thank you all for hanging out with us tonight and listening to our gibber.
Stay out of jail unless you're going to put it on YouTube.
And then we want video. Share it
Yes.
on our viewers' rights.
Yep.
And make sure it's colorful.
Yeah.
That's right.
Keep it PG though. We don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, and don't play no music because then we get demonetized.
Yep.
So don't do that.
There's a lot of rules, but damn it.
But have fun.
Yeah.
Don't break the law.
Well, burnouts. That's not breaking the law.
Yeah. We want to see lots of people doing burnouts on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, misdemeanors are okay.
Burnouts with fireworks is awesome too. And then somebody standing in a thong with an American flag like this and holding a bottle rocket out of their butt cheeks and shooting the bottle rocket over their head. That's bonus points.
I think he's setting you up.
Philip the Third will do it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, good night, everybody.
everyone.
Thanks for coming, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Good night, everyone.